Yo, what is going on, boys? I would be lying to you if I told you I felt like doing this right now because I am 2 weeks out from my show today, but I figured I would give you guys a little insight of what I'm getting for my second to last week because I am lucky enough and I have also put in enough hard work that this second to last week I'm getting 250 carbs per day, which comes out to about 2,300 calories. Not a lot of people can say that. I'm very happy that I've gotten this far, so we will be carbing up quite a bit. We are feeling good. Not gonna be like super in depth. I'm gonna probably just give you guys the ingredients, the amounts. I'm gonna put them on screen, kind of what I'm eating. So like, they might even be at different times in the day because I can't really freshly prep some of the stuff. Some of the stuff I kind of have to make it fresh each day or every other. So I'll just kind of give you guys a quick rundown. So if there are different timestamps, don't judge me. It's for a reason. But we're gonna start off with a repeat meal. I'm gonna have this same meal for lunch and dinner. It's great in fiber, high in protein, a little lower in fat, and carbs are roughly the same. Kind of like a little Chipotle bowl. So I'm gonna start off with the chicken, baby. All right, so like I said, chicken's gonna be first. I've got 2,800 grams logged for the week, but if I didn't buy enough, that's on me, and I'm gonna fill it in elsewhere because I'm not going back out grocery shopping. Your boy's tired, so we'll just fill it in elsewhere if we don't have any. We got plenty of other protein sources in this house, but that's what I have logged so far. I'll let you know. As much as I would love to do like a time-lapse video, I don't have the battery life, and also I don't think I have the storage for it. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a quick cut. I'm just gonna cut and weigh out all this chicken, and then I'm gonna beat it all. I'll show you the rest of that though. Holy crap, I literally de-thawed and bought just enough. I have 2,800 grams on the dot. We are so good. I totally planned that out. All right, next up, we're gonna take this entire bowl of chicken and we're gonna put it out on some paper towels and then put parchment paper on top of it, and we're gonna beat it flat because we're gonna oven bake this because your boy's also got a bunch of vegetables and other stuff to cook. So I'll show you a little snippet. Well, come here. Gosh, you guys gonna make me do everything for you. All right, don't mind the kitchen, it's a mess because I've been trying to get stuff done all day. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna take my chicken, I'm gonna throw it out here. I'm gonna kind of like let it set down there for a sec, you know? All right, we're gonna kind of let her do her thing. All we're gonna do is throw a piece of parchment paper on this, kind of beat it down a little bit, you know? Let that moisture kind of get into the pad, and then I'll be right back. I don't have like a roller, so I'm just gonna take like a thing of olive oil and I'm just gonna beat the crap out of these and I'll flatten them out. I believe a meat hammer is what it's called, but that's preferred source of beatery. So we're gonna mimic that with this. All right. We have beat our chicken. Look at that. Got it all flattened out. Now you're just gonna do that with all the rest of your chicken. Wipe it down. All right, now that we're done beating our meat and it's all nice and flat, here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna salt and pepper this, and then we're gonna throw some mustard on it, and we're gonna just get our hands in there real nice and deep because we want to have some flavor on this. I am still gonna track my mustard because I'm still watching my sodium intake, but it's not really that much. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but with salt and pepper. I don't really know where the whole misconception of just not putting any seasoning on your stuff came from because that's stupid. I don't use like Kinders like I normally do just because I'm like, that stuff's like 180 milligrams for every like gram to 5 grams, and that's a bit excessive. But salt and pepper is really not hard to put on there. This is not hard to put on there. It's not that much extra sodium. So you don't have to be miserable in your prep. Some people just choose to be, and then they're like, I'm about that. Like, I'm glad you like not tasting your food. You enjoy that, bro. Then all we're gonna do is place these on pans with parchment paper. I'm gonna lightly spray this with some avocado oil. I would tell you to preheat your oven beforehand normally, but I'm kind of in a bit of a rush. So I'm going to get this prepared, then get my oven preheated, and then I'm just gonna weigh out all my mixed vegetables and I'm gonna cook that on the stovetop while the oven's preheating. That way I could just kind of do everything in succession and I'll show you guys. So lightly spray this, don't need much. And boom, just like that. Now we're ready to throw this in the oven, but I'm not doing that yet because I have to preheat it. Just because your boy likes simple math, we're also gonna be doing 200 grams of mixed veggies per meal. So also 2,800 grams of mixed vegetables. Super easy, great value. If you're on bodybuilding prep, you don't feel like buying fresh. I get it, it tastes better, but I don't care at this point. So 2,800 grams of these bad boys. Boom, 2,800 grams. I'm literally about to run out of battery. It's crazy. I'll figure it out. But now that we got 2,800 grams, I'm gonna go throw these on the pans and then I'm gonna start preheating my oven, because once I get it preheated to 425 degrees for my chicken, then I gotta throw the chicken in for about like 18 to 20 minutes and then it's done. So easy. A little bit of avocado oil here. Now I'm gonna start preheating my oven to 425. And then we just start cooking this stuff without dropping it everywhere. Boom. All right, oven went off, chicken goes in. I put mine in for like 18 minutes and it's like perfect, so that's what we're gonna do. Also forgot to mention, I'm gonna have to do 5-minute rice as well, and avocado, but I'm gonna do my best to keep y'all just like moving on. I'm gonna need quite a bit of avocado, approximately 840 grams. So obviously this is for 2 meals per day. So I'm gonna cut up 840 grams worth of avocado and I'm gonna put it in separate containers, AKA just batch prep, which is what I've been doing. I've got the mixed vegetables still cooking and I've got like 12 minutes left on chicken, and then I'm gonna start on rice here in a little bit. So you'll see. All right, chicken's done. Let's get that out of here. Ooh, burning my fingers a little bit. All right, and then next we're finna be boiling 7 cups of water for this rice that we about to do, because we making seven cups worth. You know what I'm saying. Dump our 5-minute rice in there, give her a little stir. Don't ask me if I wash it. You should already know the answer. Cover, take her off the heat, 5 minutes, and we wait. All right, 5 minutes is up. She's a little wet. Just gonna go throw that in the strainer, let the water get out. Then we're gonna let the steam kind of boil off a little bit, because I like separating my stuff as evenly as possible. And sometimes if you dump something in too soon, the steam can sometimes give you like a 15 to 20 gram difference. So we're gonna let that sit in the strainer for a sec. I guess I'll show you. I'm just kind of putting this in here. So obviously there's a lot of steam. I do this with my chicken too. Well, not in the strainer, but like ground beef or anything like that. If I know it's like gonna be a lot of liquid, I'll just let it sit for a little bit. That way, whenever I actually go to weigh it out, it's just accurate, and then we're good. Boom. That's how we batch prep. Now, all I gotta do is separate this out into 14 containers, because like I told y'all, I'm doing this meal twice a day, and this isn't even all of it. I'm actually gonna be adding 200 grams of romaine lettuce to each of these bowls, because we're volume maxing around here, even on a 250 gram carb day. So, I'll show you the containers afterwards, and boom. Just like that, all of them are done. Got 14 containers here, lots of volume, super satiating, and like I said, I've still got lettuce to add to all that. So that's gonna be an incredible couple meals to have in a day. I'm not gonna have time to show you guys the other 2 meals that I wanna do, because it is a little bit later, and I started this prep at like 7:30, and it's around like 10:21. I had a couple other things that I do in between video, but prep went well. So kind of got the long stuff out of the way, which is great. The other one's gonna be creamy, so that's super easy. I'll show you guys how to do that one. And then the other one's kind of like a breakfast, so that one's not hard either. Not really sure how I'm gonna do that yet, because I don't really think I have enough prep containers for that, so we'll see. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, it is next morning. Not gonna be super long. I'm gonna show you guys, wow. I'm gonna show you guys on 1 Ninja Creamy, but I prep 7 for the whole week because I'm not a loser, and plus that's what they're for. So super simple, and it's delicious. I do have a couple ingredients that are not included in this little section here, just because they're gonna be for the mix-ins, but I promise it's gonna be amazing. I found an amazing Dubai chocolate spread at Aldi's, which I didn't even know existed. So freaking good. I think it's actually a little better than almond butter macro-wise, because it's a little higher carb, lower fat. But you know, I don't knock almond butter, because I still use that like almost on the daily just for healthy fats. So let's get into it. All right. So got fat-free Fairlife here. It doesn't have to be vanilla. I just, you know, I'm vanilla. So that's what we're going with. It's amazing, so we'll do that. Grams and mls are the same, by the way, so don't let that confuse you. Brand spanking new almond milk. Okay, liquid's done, super easy. All right, protein powder of your choice. I like Nutricost. They're super cheap, super effective. Very low fat, by the way. It's like a half a gram of fat for like 36 grams. And I got salted caramel. I'm gonna subscribe and save with like a 5-pound tub, so it's like every 3 months. These guys are amazing. Although I am experimenting with a new company. I might switch to them, potentially. They're called Orion Sups. Very excited to try them out. I'm gonna try them out after my show's over because I wanna kind of do it in like a cream of rice thing, but right now I am not prioritizing. Not that I don't like cream of rice. Cream of rice is like the last thing on my mind right now because I'm just trying to stay full in this cut. Considering how close I am to show, I don't really want to risk anything. So right now we're just kind of going with what we can. This was just kind of like a nice little get back to having a little bit of desserts, but still being filling. We're gonna use 25 grams of protein powder here. This is what I'm using. Obviously, this is whatever you guys wanna do. All right, cool. 25 there. Then we're gonna do a little bit of salt for taste. Cracking open a new sugar-free, actually that's French vanilla, but I have vanilla here. I am probably gonna use the vanilla or the French vanilla anyways because, you know, I like tasting other stuff. I also have like butterscotches. I got French vanilla, I got chocolate. But anyways, we're gonna use 8 grams of this. And then to top it off, we're gonna use, so you can use stevia or Lakanto or whatever you wanna call it, monk fruit sweetener. I like this brand. They're just, I don't know, they're very nice and sweet. I like the golden one, but that is completely up to you guys' preference. I don't have a spoon on me, but we're gonna use 5 grams here. All right, that's it. So all we're gonna do is froth this up. Had to make sure it worked. I got a pretty powerful one, so I gotta be careful or else this thing spills over and then it ends up all over the place. Salted caramel with Dubai chocolate. That sounds delicious. And there you have it, all done. We're just gonna throw this in the freezer overnight and it'll be good to blend in the morning. Or I guess next evening, because I used to have Ninja Creamies in the breakfast, but kind of cut that out. Not that it's bad, it's just, it's exceptionally loud in the morning with your family and you don't always wanna be that guy, but you get the idea. All right, we're back. It's the next day. Just finished cleaning a house that I'm gonna be moving into, but not really finished. Just got a lot done. Just got out of the shower. So I got one more meal to prep, and it's gonna be my breakfast through this whole week. We're gonna need 800 grams of sweet potatoes for the whole week. So like 115 grams per day. And I'm just gonna batch cook that. I'm not gonna show the nitty gritty, but I'm gonna weigh all that out. And then I'm gonna maybe wash them. We'll see how I feel. And then I'm gonna cut them all up. So I'll kind of show you the after of that because I'm a little tired. I'll see you in a sec. All right, we got all of our sweet potatoes diced. Now we're gonna give them a little spritz. Give her a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get her coated evenly, and then seasoning of your choice. I like this prime steak with black garlic and truffle. It's from Kinder's. It's honestly pretty good. I like it. You don't need to go crazy on it because it's 180 milligrams of sodium per gram. So just kind of sparingly, yeah, sparingly. And then we're all done with seasoning our potatoes. And then we just throw it in the pan and we cook these. Okay, I've already sprayed the pan with some oil lightly. And we're just gonna throw all those in there. And we're just gonna cook them until they don't need cook no more. All right, they're done. Now we're just gonna put these in a different bowl, weigh them out. All right, then we're gonna do 700 grams of mixed vegetables in the pan. We're gonna do the same thing, we're gonna let that cook. All right, mixed vegetables are officially done. We got one more thing. All right, last thing, bunch of eggs. I wasn't kidding. All right, second batch of eggs is done, and that's it. And boom, just like that. I got 2% left on my phone, but look at that perfection. It is absolutely gorgeous. Week's prep is done. That was ridiculous. But that's how we do it. Batch prep is the way to go, because there's no way I have the energy to do daily or even every other day prep, because I'm not that guy. I mean, I am that guy, but I like having extra time. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys got any other questions. I'm hoping to do some actual like fun preps in the future, but right now, that ain't in the cards because I'm all for satiety, not super sweet stuff. Although y'all wait till post show. There will be some super sweet stuff. Good seeing you guys.